Oh, bring it on, yeah.
Okay. One myth. Every time there's a new visiting forces agreement or another agreement with the Philippines, you increase the number of application approvals. Is that true or not?
No connection with that.
Okay, number two. You have to go to you have to present a document, a bank document stating that you have enough money.
Nope.
Okay, you don't have to bring it.
No, it's not a requirement, but people may feel more comfortable if they bring it. One thing I forgot to mention when I was answering your question right there, and I know this is just part of a cultural thing, but third-party endorsements mean nothing to the visa application, like a letter from the mayor or the governor or, a teacher. Just not, we don't even look at it, and then we get this complaint that they didn't even look at my documents during the interview. Well, it didn't matter because we could tell right away that this is the first time you've ever traveled outside of the Philippines, or the first travel that you ever had, or you were going to go, you have an immigrant visa that's in processing and it's going to take 15 years and you want to go visit somebody in the US. It just didn't make sense at the time of the application, so it doesn't even matter. But people can bring documents to support them if they think that's going to be helpful. But the interviewing officer may or may not look at them. But I do know for sure that they do not take any kind of a third-party endorsement. That is specifically something that we train all of our visa officers on. It doesn't matter who else is writing that, because the biggest thing is we have no way to monitor. Is this real or not? Like, it's just, there's no way to figure it out. But I get probably a couple dozen third-party endorsements to my email every single day for visa applicants, and I was like, I have no idea when they're coming or anything like this, and I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. So.
What about land titles? Do they need to bring land titles?
Yeah. Again, something that may be helpful, like in case they need to prove that, it might be something that they need or may feel more comfortable with because people might ask. But, if there's something that is necessary for the application and they don't have it that day, we'll hold on their application until they provide it. That's just like a temporary type refusal. So, for example, somebody was going to get married here, and they're to a fiance, to go to the U.S., but the American spouse forgot to bring their decree of divorce with them to the interview, right? So we'd say, okay, you know what? Like, everything else looks good. We just need to have a copy of your decree of divorce. Why don't you mail that in or send that in via scan? Once we have that document, we can assure that it's good, and now we'll be able to issue. So if there's a document that's really needed, we'll specifically ask for it. But otherwise, for the most part, people can bring documents if they feel more comfortable, but they're not necessarily needed at the interview. And I know it sounds very gray and it's annoying, but it's like there is no checklist. Everything's based on the individual circumstances. But I do know that third-party endorsements do not make any difference in the application process.
I asked this a while ago, but I'm going to ask this for the record.
Bring it on.
Women?
Mm-hmm.
Women, single women, there's a propensity for higher denial on the part of Filipino.
That's what they think, but the statistics are the same for both sexes, and for all genders. When we've done a split about whether or not it was more more females or more males and stuff, it's almost the same based on the circumstances. And in fact, I think here there actually might be more refusals of other genders outside of female.